From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Corral going to throw right away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Corral. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Play action, Corral. Open man is McMath. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Saints at 12-4 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Corral looking for another pass here. That's caught by McMath. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Here's Corral on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Corral yet again going to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Off play action. Here's Corral. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Saints 7, Chiefs nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
23 yards. Hey, 43, 15.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. The throw for Toney is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's a gain of 15. Brings up 2nd and inches at the 27-yard line.
Now Corral. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Here's Corral on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Chiefs nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He was brought down by
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Corral. Now this one taken in by Olave. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
17-yard line.
Fakes the handoff here. Corral. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Corral with it. 1st down here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Breece Hall, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
24-yard gain on the play, and a 1st down, Chiefs.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles,
it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A big gain on the play. But
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken at the 37. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Corral sets up play action. Throwing right, and that's complete. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Corral. The pass caught by Olave. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play. But
this is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off play action. Here's Corral. He'll buy some time right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 13 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chiefs 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Martin Emerson. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Corral. And he'll find Hall. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A gain of 39 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Corral looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Now, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On 2nd and goal, Corral. This will be caught at about the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Gain of 3 yards.
3rd and goal. Here's Corral. Being chased out left. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. 3rd and long, Corral. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Corral throwing for it on 4th. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. So a second NFL interception for him, and he is looking the part here in year 1.
And normally, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. But this young man has potential to be a ball.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there. I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Matt Corral keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The kick is
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Chiefs 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
To McCole Hardman.
Yellow.
24-yard gain on the play. And a first down, Chiefs.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Darius Tony. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10. Open man is McMath. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, Corral. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chigakonkwo, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Score, Saints 34, Chiefs 11.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Yellow, yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney.
Yellow.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Attack, attack.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Yellow. Come back. Yellow, yellow. 15. 15.
Mahomes now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action here, Corral. And this one too low. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
touchdown! Racey McMath, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chiefs 11.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted. And now here is another interception. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On first down, it's Corral. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Complete to Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
On first down, Mahomes. That puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Here's Corral on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And Corral will throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Saints 48, Chiefs 13.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this.
He's got a man, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Play action, Corral. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Saints 55, Chiefs 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just... He's got a man, complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts.
Yellow, yellow.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
First down, Kansas City.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And what are the whistles for? Timeout.
Complete.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Corral with it on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.